question for you all. Who here has, at any point in their life, whether you've been a kid or even today, wanted like superpowers? Yeah, like like everyone. There's a group of people out there called biohackers that's kind of their goal is to sort of augment their bodies in order to become more than human in a way. Their kind of vision is to like become a cyborg and to like have like prosthetic everything and like have special little unique things about their body that maybe I don't know, like super hearing or something like that. And that's the goal of this whole subculture here. And it gets pretty weird, but I promise I'm not going to show any like gross images. It just gets a little weird because they like to often do this themselves, like self-surgery. And it's kind of weird. But first I want to talk really quick about the 3 different kinds of biohacking that you could like search on the internet. First is just the one in marketing. It's more of like it's like advertising to like sell protein shakes and things like that. It's not really the biohacking that I'm trying to get into today. And then there's also DIY bio, and then grinders is what we're actually going to go into today in my slides. So let's see here. So this, as you can see here from like the different images, it's more of like sort of a word that's tossed around in the advertising, like how to biohack your abs. It's like not really what I'm talking about with the whole being a cyborg thing. This one, DIY bio, is like a community. It's an entire other community that I'm not going into, but it's like real chemists that like build these in-home laboratories. There's a little diagram of like getting started, and it shows all these pricings and stuff, which seems like extremely expensive for a home hobby, actually. The biohacking in Buenos Aires, that's kind of their like mission statement according to that user. So it's kind of to try to operate with like away from institutionalized like chemistry and science. I don't know why, but here's what we're really going into. This is probably the grossest image that I have on my slide, and it's not that bad, but it looks weird. So the grinders is really what I'm trying to get into today, and that includes surgically implanting a magnet into your finger so that you can, like, I don't know, pick up a paper clip or something. This is actually glow in the dark, see in the dark, like night vision eye drops, so you can see better in the dark. So let's see here. And then another one is this guy, Rich Lee. He actually implanted earbuds, or like, they're like magnets that resonate into your, I don't know the science behind it, but it basically makes him hear better. And apparently he's also going blind, so it'll actually, he's trying to sort of make like a daredevil situation where he's like, well, if I'm losing my vision, then maybe I'll be able to augment my hearing and sort of compensate for that. So the benefits of biohacking or grinding, or whatever, it's not like high school grinding at the dance at prom or anything. It's a different thing. So a lot of people say that the magnet in the hand isn't just like a party trick. It's not just like, oh, look how I can pick up this bottle cap. It's more of like, there's actually a story out there that someone had one of those and they were working in an auto shop or a car manufacturing thing, and there was a car piece that was electromagnified, and if the person didn't have the magnetic sense, or they could have just used like a freaking device, but anyway, if they didn't have that magnetic sense, they wouldn't have been able to feel that that part was electromagnified, and if they touched it, it would have zapped them like crazy. Like it would have like killed them. So it's sort of like, and you can feel the pressure of the magnet sort of like pulling on your skin a little bit, apparently. So it's sort of like developing a sixth sense. Night vision eye drops, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. And then the earbud, like in Rich Lee's case, he was trying to sort of augment his hearing there. So the detriments though, dude, like self-surgery, oftentimes the people who try to make the magnets, they'll just like cut themselves open. And like you can only be so safe with that kind of thing. So that's a huge, risk factor is a huge part in this, and as well as medical repercussions. Like that's a metal like cart in an MRI machine. Imagine you having a little bit of metal in your, and then you don't tell the doctor, and then it rips through your hand up into the MRI machine. So that's super. That's bad. That's bad. You know what? This is actually another one I didn't talk about, but that's a microchip that's flexible and can be included into your skin, and it can be used to track like vitals and things like that. But anyway, so the grinders are these people who are trying to sort of enhance their body to become like future cyborgs and everything like that. If you want to learn anything more about biohacking, you can go to these websites right here. These are 2 articles that kind of show examples of biohacking and grinding, and yeah, so there's that weird subculture that I just learned about. Thank you for listening.